The president of the Tuckahoe Library Board of Trustees, and on behalf of the library board and in partnership with our village board, we are so happy to have you here for our ribbon cutting celebration. Our renovated library was designed to foster collaboration and foster new opportunities for learning and growth. It reflects the spirit of our Tuckahoe community. This renovation would not have been possible without those who truly supported and believed in this project. Your involvement made all of the difference. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And now I'd like to introduce our MC, Sarah DeReese, President of the Friends of the Tuckahoe Library.
Julie's sentiments and thank everyone so much for coming out and celebrating with us tonight, even on this dreary evening. As Julie said, my name is Sarah DeReese, the newly minted president of the Friends of the Tuckahoe Library. And I see a lot of our beautiful friends out here tonight and wanted to tell you a little bit about what the Friends do and who we are. So the Friends is a separate entity of the library and the board, and what we do is provide funding and support to the library as and when it's needed. We're a nonprofit, so it gives people the ability to donate to the library in a tax-deductible way. And we support the library through providing museum passes, the summer reading program prizes, and other special programming throughout the year. And when you're a friend, you get that warm and fuzzy feeling of supporting the heart of your community in the library, but you also have early access to the museum passes, and when you attend the meetings, you can have input on future programming and events that you think could be beneficial to the community and the library. And that's why it's so important that we engage everyone's support tonight. There are still a few things that we need to finish here in this amazing project. So any donations that you make to the Friends would be really helpful to help get this to the finish line. You'll see QR codes and some flyers around, or you can come talk to myself, Swadesh, or any of the other friends if you're interested in helping us out and joining us. The board and the library ask, and we try to deliver, and that's what those funds go for. And if you ever met Swadesh, you'll know that she is the kindest, most caring, generous person in the village, and you can't say no to her. So, if you didn't know, Swadesh Pachnanda is our head librarian. She is the heart and soul of this library, and her genuine passion for the library and the people it serves is really unparalleled, and we are so lucky to have her. So please give her a warm welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Julie. And thank you, Sarah. That was wonderful. And this is, you won't believe it, this is Sarah just became the president, and this is her first event. And you can see it, how amazing. She did an amazing job. I didn't try anything, but everybody's selling the food is delicious, whatever she picked. So I have to go and try. And if you did not, please go and do it. Okay, so good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for the official grand opening of the renovated Tuckahoe Public Library. This renovation is a testament to the hard work and vision of many, including the library staff, the library board of trustees, village board, local officials, friends of the Tuckahoe Library, and the tremendous support of our wonderful Tuckahoe community, which I'm very proud of. And also, I am very proud of another supporter at the village. We have our village administrator, David Burke, who is not here. Because of his support, of course, the mayor and David, and this project is, whatever you are seeing, is made possible because of their support. The inspiration for this renovation started in 2017 with credit to Congressman George Latimer, who was senator at that time, who joined us for an event and noted that we needed a bigger space to hold everyone who attended. So he saw what many of us know to be true, that the library is the heart of our community and a place for people to gather. And he kick-started our fundraising efforts with a grant from the state that we then built upon to make today possible. So you can see how many years it took me, 2017 and then one after another. So that's what all this possible today, you seeing it. As we look to the future, we envision this library as a place where generation will come, learn, grow, and explore with its diverse collections, programs, services. Let us all look forward to the exciting days and years ahead for this community and this space. Thank you again for joining us tonight, and also I want to thank you to my wonderful family who are here and my thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Swadesh. And Swadesh's family. We like the cheering crowd in the back. So next, I'd like to bring up a woman who really needs no introduction in this village, but I'm going to do it anyway. She's been instrumental in making this project happen. She's worked hard to transform our village, and not only our library, but our village into a community that welcomes everyone and where everyone can feel at home. And the library is part of that. So please welcome Mayor Omaira Andino.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I know you've said it twice already, but the library really is the heart of this community. And this project, I would say, is a labor of love. The board of the library has worked very hard with our library director, Swadesh. So I just want to acknowledge them. Julie Gurdon is the president. If you could just come forward so people can know who you are. Our vice president, Ginger Crosby, I don't think she's here tonight. Elaine Gary is the secretary of the board. Leslie Rohr is the treasurer, and Karen Cashman. Thank you so much. They give of their time and their talents, and they do it for free. So please, if you are not yet a friend of the Friends of the Library, please become one. You can see the fruits of their labor we finally cashed in. Finally, we're able to make this a reality. We still have some work to do. But there are some other thank yous I'd like to also extend to the village board who has supported this project from beginning to end. We have our deputy mayor, Kara Cronin, and our trustees, Josh Gaccione, Darrell Taylor, and Danny Lane. It really does take a village to make something like this happen and to really have passion and heart to get it done. We did invite a few past mayors that are still mayors, because once a mayor, always a mayor. So I just want to call up Mayor Steve Eklund, who came up all the way from Florida to say hello to us, to give us a few hellos.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you very much. As Swadesh said, this project started in 2017, and I was on the board at that time. And I'll tell you, I can remember, and Swadesh certainly remembers too, we had some really, really dark financial days prior to that. And there was a period of time when we weren't sure if we were going to have a Tuckahoe library. And I remember it was budget season, and Swadesh said, why don't you come on down to the library? And I hadn't been to the library, I'll admit, in a while. And after I came down here, it wasn't until then that I realized a library isn't, or certainly the Tuckahoe Library isn't just a library. It's really a center, a community center that provides so much more to everyone who lives in our community. So it was certainly from that moment that I was sold. And we did everything we could to make sure that this project got done to where it is today. And I certainly want to thank Mayor Andino and everyone else who's helped to make this happen, because it is such a beautiful project, and congratulations.
Mayor Martino had to go out of town, but he did send remarks that I will read for him. The Tuckahoe Public Library has always been a vital part of our community, serving generations ranging from toddlers to teens to adult seniors. Although today most information is now accessed digitally, nothing can replace the neighborhood feeling that comes from our local library. For sure, the library is much more than bricks and books. Be it teen evenings of Dungeons and Dragons, sing-alongs, and puppet shows for the younger set, yoga and Tai Chi for adults, or simply browsing the shelves to discover a great book to read and enjoy. The Tuckahoe Library is a place one can meet friends and make new friends while exploring new ideas and satisfy curiosities. Congratulations to our library board, the staff, our village mayor, and trustees as we celebrate this wonderful occasion. Signed, Mayor Martino. Thank you for having me. So how about the Concordia Conservatory Future Echo, directed by Bob Gingery? Were they like awesome? So can we, I'd like to invite the executive director, Kathleen Suss, who was so gracious to indulge me and send some awesome musicians to play for us and introduce them and talk a little bit about what the conservatory does.
Community is what it's all about for all of us. Books, literature, art, friendship, and that's what Concordia Conservatory does for our community through music. And we thank all of you where you have made Concordia Conservatory your home, not just for Future Echo today, but in my 27 years in living in this community. And we've been presenting musical adventures at the library and all different types of programming throughout the years and also in the school district. And we thank you deeply, each and every one of you here, from age 6 months to age, or do we have any 100 centurions in this group? But most importantly, thank you. And I want to commend our Bob Gingery of our faculty, also a local and our great band. In my 27 years at Concordia Conservatory, we've had 3 really great bands, and Future Echo is just starting their spring tour.
And I promise you, I'm almost done. I just want to also acknowledge a few other electeds who, took time out of their schedules to be here. Judah Holstein, our county legislator, is here. And Councilman Anthony Giacobbe, I saw him somewhere. I don't see him now, but he was here today. And I also want to acknowledge former trustee Nicole Engelbert, who also served as the liaison and was instrumental in this project. So Nicole is here with us. Thank you, Nicole. And our director of the community center, John Galuzzi, who was so gracious to allow the library to use his space and was very accommodating and gracious he's here also today. So let's thank him as well. Thank you all again for being here, and I will turn it back over to the MC because, politicians, we can go on forever.
Thank you, Mayor. Let's be formal about it. So next we have Mr. Nick Zanzano, the Tuckahoe historian, who's going to say a few words about the history of our library.
Well, first I'd like to congratulate Swadish and the entire staff of the Tuckahoe Library on their new renovated library and their continued commitment of service to the community. I'm just going to say a few historical words right now. In 1912, the Tuckahoe Free Library Association was established by the Women's Club of Eastchester. The original Tuckahoe Library was located in Depot Square and resided in the Tuckahoe Village Hall, which is presently the Pope Foundation building. Construction of the Village Hall began in 1911, and the building was dedicated in 1913. The library at that time consisted of 3 rooms located on the 2nd floor of the original library. At that time, the library had limited access, limited books, and limited funds. In 1927, the Tuckahoe Library Association converted to the Free Public Library and became part of village government. At this time, the library was moved to more accessible and larger first floor of the Village Hall in Depot Square. At that time, it only occupied about 2,600 square feet, which was quite small, but it was still a great library at the time. In the 1960s, my classmates and I spent many hours studying and researching in the library. The Tuckahoe Library has always maintained a helpful, dedicated, qualified staff of individuals, providing a great place for learning through its resources. The library remained at that location until 1979, when the library moved to its current location on the ground floor of the community center. Today, it has 6,200 square feet, almost 2.5 times what the original library was. This increase in holdings and library services provides space for further growth and development. The renovated library dedicated today is the product of a multi-million-dollar renovation, a testament of the commitment of the mayor, trustees, and village government, and have made it a great benefit to the residents. And I'm going to pass on to the next individual. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I lied, I wasn't finished. I just also have to acknowledge, the elected officials who have helped to bring this project to fruition. Our Assemblywoman, Amy Paulin, who couldn't be here, also sends her congratulatory remarks, and she was so instrumental in making sure that we got funding for this project. So we thank her, as well as Shelley Mayer, who couldn't be here today, but she did send a representative, Christine Fissame. Tell me if I said it right. Okay, good. So can you come up and just say a few words on Shelley's behalf?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Christine Fissame. I serve as the Director of Constituent Services and Community Affairs for Senator Shelley Mayer. And it is an honor to be here today, this evening, with you all, to celebrate this exciting milestone. Senator Mayer firmly believes that libraries are more than just buildings filled with books. They are the anchors of our communities. They serve as learning centers, safe spaces for youth, technology hubs, and gathering places for people of all ages and backgrounds. Today's ribbon cutting is not just about a physical renovation, it's a renewal of the library's role as a vibrant, welcoming space where knowledge, imagination, and opportunity meet. Senator Mayer applauds the Village of Tuckahoe, the library board, staff, and all the community members and elected officials who made this possible. Your investment in the library is an investment in the people of Tuckahoe and in the future of this community. On behalf of Senator Mayer, congratulations to this wonderful achievement. We look forward to seeing the continued impact of the Tuckahoe Public Library and the impact of this community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we have one last part of our program tonight. That is Mr. Hudson Axelbaum, quickly becoming a young pillar of our community, has a poem he would like to share with us.
Reading Unlocks Everything by Hudson Axelbaum. A fantasy book can lead to great imagination. Each page you turn builds up anticipation. Reading unlocks everything. Nonfiction books are filled with history and knowledge. These books are great for school and even going to college. Reading unlocks everything. Cosmic adventure can be found in science fiction or sci-fi. With its futuristic worlds, you can read about aliens in the sky. Reading unlocks everything. The people in the library work so very hard to get us these books using our library card. The people of Tuckahoe work to renovate our amazing library and make it super great. That's working smarter, not harder, to help you know more. So now it's time for all of us to soar. And because reading unlocks everything and helps you learn, come visit the library. Now it's your turn.
That was so great. Thank you so much. I really can't wait to see what that kid grows up to be. You're really amazing. So now I would like to invite the library board, the village board, and Swadesh up to cut the ribbon. And the unveiling of the plaque.
Let's count.
3, 2, 1.
What you think, Danny?
Naming lights, how do you like that?
Alrighty, so now, should we do the ribbon cutting? Where?
You want to do that outside? All right.
Alrighty.
3, 2, 1.
It's official. It's official. That's awesome.